All right, I'm not even going to do an intro. I'm just going to go straight into this. Okay, so, so I'm watching a live stream of Saint and the Sinner, and right now, right now, Marquette is going the fuck off on Brandon Jamal, the guy that he just interviewed yesterday, which is weird to me because I thought they had what I thought was a civil interview. And the thing is, I just think it was an ugly thing. First of all, you invited him on your show. I mean, you said what you needed to say to him, and after that, y'all guys had what was a pretty cordial interview. But the thing is, like, what I don't like about Marquette is the fact that he's always sneak dissing people. He's like a snake. There's just something about him. Like, his content is okay for the most part, but there's just something about him. He's just sly. He just seems like a sly, sneaky, two-faced, conniving individual. He's just I just don't know. He's just, 1 minute he was over here being nice to the dude, and then the next, as I'm watching it live right now, as I'm seeing on my screen, this motherfucker's over here going off on Brandon Jamal, calling him stupid, low IQ, all of this crap. You didn't have any of that shit to say to his face yesterday when you got him on the show. I mean, I just think it's an ugly thing that what he did. You brought him on the show, was profiting off of him, getting all this donations off of him, basically pimping him out like a $2 prostitute. You're over here pimping this dude out, making money off this dude. All these people donating to you. You getting money hand over fist over this guy being on your show. He's over here crying, exposing, being vulnerable to you, and you just over here laughing, kikiing like a bitch. Like, dude, that's fucked up what you did to this man. I don't know. I mean, listen, here's the thing. I think Brandon Jamal, he's immature. He, is basically... Listen, I said what I needed to say about him in my previous videos. I don't like the way he handled that Fresh and Fit interview. He's emotional. He needs PR. He's basically an irrational nigga that's highly impulsive and has a fucking attitude. But I just feel like Marquette, he's just a sneaky fucker. And he's taking advantage of somebody who is new to fame and who doesn't know how this YouTube shit works. This dude trusted you, he confided in you, and he was trying to be as respectful to you as possible. He turned up on Myron and Walter on Fresh and Fit, but he didn't turn up on you. He was looking to you for guidance, and here you are trying to profit off of this man, smiling while he's crying and showing his vulnerabilities to you, and then you're gonna come on a show making money off this dude, laughing as he's crying, and then fuck around the next day, you're over here calling him all types of bitches and pussies, and he ain't shit, and you took care of your niece, and you gave up custody for her, and then you're not a real man, and all this. Like, you're talking all this shit about this man's personal life. You didn't say any of that shit to him when he was on the show. Like, I don't understand. How the fuck are you gonna accuse Tommy Sotomayor of backbiting this Brandon Jamal when the main motherfucker who was backbiting was you? You are this motherfucker, Marquette, he is a sneaky, self-centered, two-faced, condescending, arrogant, rap bastard fucking prick. He's a fucking bitch. He's the type of nigga that you'd want to smack in the face with your backhand. Like, the way that he always, fucks with people. Like, even when he had that interview with Tommy Sotomayor, he was just being agitating. He was being an irritant. He was just saying these little bullshit, oh, you spoke to this man behind his back. You're speaking about this man behind his back. All of the shit that he said to you on his show, when he left and everything was cool, now you're coming back to attack him now because he said that you were a bully? Dude, you kind of were a bully to this man. You pimped him out in front of your show, got thousands of dollars of donations from this nigga, then was laughing at his pain while he was crying. Dude, you fucking used him for fucking fame. You profited off of him. And then you didn't even split any of the money with him, and you knew that this man was broke. You're over here calling him all types of broke. If he was broke and you really wanted to help him, you could have split some of that bread, but you didn't. Honestly, that's something that Tommy would have done. That's something that Tommy has done that you've never done. If you want to talk about being more realistic, you're making fun of guys that are broke. You're over here making fun of the fact that, oh, he's going to be back waiting tables and all of this shit. Like, dude, for as much as a fuck up as this Brandon Jamal guy is, you took advantage of and used someone who was in a vulnerable state that he's fucking up and self-sabotaging his own career. And instead of, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, the thing is, you want to criticize Tommy for backbiting, but there's nobody who backbit more than you did. You went on that show, you went on your show, talked all that shit about him. And while talking shit about him didn't help him, and you didn't keep that same energy, the shit that you're talking about him now, you did not keep that same fucking energy when he was on that show. You didn't keep that same energy. This nigga Marquette is a pussy. Respectfully, that nigga's he's a puss. I don't know what else I can say, but it's just like y'all want to accuse Tommy of backbiting and going behind people's back and doing all this shit, talking shit, when to be honest, you did much worse. You profited off this man, made him cry on your show. Now you're going back, making another show about him, calling him all types of names, making fun of the fact that he cried on your show, calling him a bitch, saying that he's low IQ, a dirtbag, emotionally unintelligent, all this shit. Dude, you're saying all this shit about him now that he left the show. But you're not saying that shit to his face like you did before. Where was all that energy when he was arguing with Flocka? You were oh my God, dude. You just let this nigga crash out for views. God. Honestly, this nigga Satan the Sinner, he's a professional agitator. And honestly, I feel bad for Brandon Jamal. But the thing is, he did it to himself. Yeah, but anyways, like I was saying, man, like this nigga's conniving. They want to talk all this shit about Tommy Sotomayor being fake and two-faced and, oh, you waited till this man left to say something about him. You waited till that man left your show to make another live making fun of and talking shit about him. And he didn't really say anything to you, but he called you, he said, we're standing up to bullies. Because to be honest, you kind of were bullying this man. Not only did you bully him, you pimped him out to your fucking audience to make fun of him while you collected thousands of dollars in donations laughing at his face as he's trying to be vulnerable to you and seek you out for guidance. This is the type of shit you do to people. This is moralistic. This is standing on morals. This is man shit. I mean, I don't understand, man. And then people in the audience are talking about Tommy's flower shirt. This nigga, you have a whole flower suit and pink pants in the introduction of your fucking music video, dude. What kind of bullshit is that? Want to talk about somebody being not manly. Want to talk about morals and shit. Yeah, but the thing is, what Marquette did to Brandon is the definition of what backbiting is. You smiled in this nigga's face on some cordial shit and did the interview on some cordial shit, then want to come back live to talk shit about how this nigga's a bitch and how you don't like him and how you can't respect him as a man and all this shit. You didn't say that shit to him when he was on the fucking live. So why are you saying it now after he left? That's backbiting, you stupid son of a bitch. Oh my God, man. But anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say for now. But until then, I'm out. You already know what it is. It's the underdog. Motherfucking So Dry. I've spoken and I approve this message. I'm going to watch this shit, man. This is still going on right now, but I'm just watching this shit. And I'm just like, Jesus, I'll keep watching. And I'll probably make a part 2 if need be. But until then, I'm out. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy.